but we just hope they get the games and all that for it. Hope they get the software out for it. So
hope it works out. Really.
So that was Connect, which took up 50% plus of the conference. It lasted most of the way through, and started off, of course, with Gears and all. But then we came to the end of that, which then brought out the new Xbox 360, which was sort of a surprise to some people. I kind of seen it coming, but
yeah, I found that really surprising. I didn't think they would actually release a slim console. It's not like Microsoft to do that sort of thing.
I sort of expected, but I wasn't so sure. I mean, it was really smart. You see what they did? Case of an Xbox, they pulled it off. I really liked that. I thought that was very interesting.
I mean, when Andy was talking about on the stage about, you know, a new evolution of the game, and I thought
new Xbox.
I thought
new version.
I thought this is like, oh, is this the Xbox 720?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Oh my god! And then, you know, they unveiled it, and I thought at first, I must admit, I didn't like it. It didn't. I think it was the angle they were showing off, and it didn't look.
It didn't really look convincing in a way. When you looked at it when you first did it, it was just like a slim console. I find slim consoles very unconvincing at first.
It's fair enough, yeah.
Technically, they're just not advanced. It's just, well, technically...
In terms of what you're talking about is the power broke outside the console, stuff like that.
It's that sort of thing that brings slim consoles down, but when it was, you know, unboxed and shown to the world, I don't know.
I think the new Xbox looks very good. I hope that what they say is, you know, no more RRD, which is a big problem. Less console noise, you know, less disk drive noise. If they get rid of all that, keep it in that nice small console, keep it cool, that's absolutely fine. I'm looking forward to it. I mean, and I'll definitely get one.
One of the best things about it is the price. I mean,
well, that's the thing. I expected it to be a little bit more expensive, considering all the Wi-Fi and stuff in it. You know,
it's the same.
It's exactly the same price.
I mean, like 200 quid.
The old ones have gone down, haven't they?
Yeah, the old ones. I think all consoles have had a price cut.
Like 160 now.
Because they used to...
You got the 160 for the arcade, 190 odd for the Elite. And now this one's going up for 190 to 200 quid as well.
Back in the day, I paid 300 quid for my Elite. You know, they got
a
slimmer version for 200 quid.
You wait long enough, and that's where you get the quality, you know.
Yeah.
So good, really good impressions of this new Xbox Slim anyway.
Yeah.
And it'll appeal a lot more as well with Kinect coming out to, of course, the casual audience. So you'll see bigger sales boost, hopefully for Microsoft.
I think the slimmer look gives it broadens it to a wider audience, really.
It looks slick.
It doesn't look just like the old one. It attracts more people in, I guess.
Yeah.
It's just an advertising sort of thing.
So overall, what would you say about the Microsoft press conference? Start with you, Ben.
Good. It was a good overall conference for me, but I think the only thing that downed it for me was the lack of exclusive games. Again, this might be, you know, just biting at the, you know, it's just, why?
I know why. It's because they're going to try relying on Kinect to bring in a broader audience, which will hopefully keep revenue at it.
You know,
high, you know what I mean?
I mean, alright, yeah.
They're looking at it from a business point of view.
I mean, alright, they brought across Metal Gear, and, you know, they've got COD, and they've got a new deal with the makers of COD now for...
It's for Activision, isn't it?
Activision, for that they can get the map packs early. I mean...
It's not.
Yeah, but it's not exclusive. It's not enough. I mean, Halo and Gears aren't going to continue for the rest of Xbox's history, and they're not going to just keep attracting people to play them.
They need to bring out a bigger, broader range of exclusives, definitely. A bit more variety as well. I mean, they're all shooters.
Yeah, I mean, that's the only problem I have with the Xbox.
Yeah.
It's the only problem.
And you, Kurt?
Well, I mean, there's a lack of exclusives in a way, but it's not really a bad thing if you think about it. When you got Kinect coming out, I mean, it's like you got all these exclusive games like Halo, Reach, and Gears. Oh yeah, Halo, yeah, Reach, COD, and whatever. You don't really need a huge bunch of exclusive games to show off a console, really. If you just get new hardware in, like Kinect, really. I mean, just having more exclusives isn't going to make your console look any better or play anything else.
I know you mean. You're thinking from Microsoft's point of view as well. Definitely.
I think that's what they're trying to do. I think they're trying to cut down on exclusive games.
So you thought it was a good press conference?
Yeah, it was good. But the exclusive games thing, I mean, you could always do with more. Even no matter what company you are, you could always do with more exclusive games.
But there is a lack from Microsoft.
Yeah,
there's no question about it. Xbox doesn't have enough at the moment.
Yeah.
And I completely agree, yeah, but for me it was average. I didn't think much of it at all, to be honest. I mean, through the most part, the Kinect was just putting me to sleep with some of its tech demos, but having said that, what was shown, Rising, Gears, it all look fantastic. Look forward to playing them, and the new Xbox looks outstanding as well. So I think it's a decent conference, but it was certainly not the best they've ever had.
Yeah.
Never in a million years.
It could have been improved if you think about it again. If you think about the aspects like Kinect, could have improved. The tech demos, you think about exclusives like Reach and Gears,
Yeah.
I think some people thought there was something missing compared to the other conferences maybe.
I think there was just far too much Kinect, not enough time with games, and what they should be focusing more directly around new services, games, and whatever. It was half of it was the Kinect show.
I mean,
No
most
question.
people probably watched it to see Kinect in a way, and most people know about Gears and Reach and all the games. They wanted to see Kinect in action, really.
And they did.
Yeah, they did. So.
But it was from a certain point of view. It depended what kind of game you were. No
Yeah,
question about
it depended what you were looking for, really.
That's it, pretty much. So there you go. You have our verdict on Microsoft press conference. So I'd say about that for me. What would you say? Little up or?
I'll give it a good because it was good for me because it just shows how far technology and gaming is coming along now. I mean,
I know what you mean.
I mean, to have a motion controller which has no controller, you are the controller, is revolutionary. It is a good idea, but for me, it was just the lack of games that Microsoft on me.
That's true. Yeah, that was the downside.
For me.
And what about you? You think?
I would say it's quite a good conference, really. I mean, it's what you would expect when you think of the Microsoft conference. They don't really show off, games that aren't top notch. I mean, they're not showing. There were other games. They probably didn't receive as much light as the ones that were shown. Kinect could have improved, obviously.
It could have had a bit of a range of.
I really hope that's ironed out before its release.
Hopefully it will be. Then we'll change our. Well, I'll certainly change my opinion then if that's the case.
It was definitely a good conference in a way. I mean, there wasn't any bad conferences. You can't really have a bad conference. Oh, I didn't do that.
No, I
Alright,
think we have
so-
to move on. 'Cause
Yes. So that'll have to do for now. So overall, for me it's that, and for these two it's that. Simple as that. Okay. So we'll wrap it up there. There's the Microsoft press conference. Hope you kind of enjoy our review.
the Microsoft
We'll catch you all later.